So today we got here with us Jackie Mock. Not the first time that he's been on the channel, but he got top 4 at Nats with Rayleigh. So he's gonna go over his thoughts on the deck and what he played. So before we start, why did you play Rayleigh?
So I was playing Reiju for the longest time, and I kept losing to Goro. I can't beat this matchup, so I just decided to pick one top tier deck. I didn't want to play Up. I didn't want to play Goro. I didn't want to play pretty much most of the top tier decks. So the only one left was pretty much Rayleigh. So yeah, I was just like, I'm just gonna pick Rayleigh because I don't like sitting back. I don't like being Bonnie or like up where you're playing a slow game. I just wanted to start attacking, so I chose Rayleigh.
Okay, for sure. So we can just go through the deck profile.
Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. You play the 12 ones, so just the 4 buggies, the 4 I don't even know her name,
Shakuya.
Yeah, and 4 Namis, and this is like the reason the deck's so good, because like you have 12 searchers and you can use leader effect effectively and just start attacking people for 5s and 6s. Yeah, and then probably the best searcher in the deck, Boa. It searches not everything, but like events and Luffy's, and then it lets you sacrifice her and do more like apply more pressure. I decided to play the Brook instead of the Sanji, and I just said that if I'm gonna play NL, I'm just gonna lose to NL. I'm not playing Sanji because like to have a small chance of beating NL, because I still think that matchup sucks. And this card's really good into Up. It's honestly just really good in general, because like there's a lot of times where you can play Luffy, play Brook. Luffy attaches a Don, Brook attaches 2 Dons. You're essentially playing Luffy for 1 Don, and without sacrificing pressure of your Dons, because that's pretty important in this deck. You just gotta keep swinging 5s and 6s at people and like making them waste their whole hand. And then sometimes you can swing 7s when you're like getting towards the later part of the game. And then I played 1 of this because originally the list was 2 Sanjis and 2 of this Luffy. Because I got this list from Dog Wisdom, the European player that won with Rayleigh. Because I wasn't playing much One Piece. I thought, what's the fastest way to catch up on a deck was just, buy an article and just read. So that was his list. But like I ended up cutting the Sanji and 1 Luffy for 3 Brooks. And then I just kept the 1 Luffy because there's times where it's pretty useful. Like against Goro, when it's on your 4 Dawn turn, it feels kind of bad sometimes to play this and play like a Sanji, because they're gonna just on 5 rest this and then just kill it. If you do this, they're more inclined to just kill this and leave the Luffy, so you can have the Luffy as a 6k body at all times, and it's hard for them to kill it afterwards because you're gonna leave open a Dawn for Conqueror's Hockey. Yeah. So that's normally why. So 1 of this, but it's not that. It's whatever. It's just another target for like Boa. Yeah. And like the Shocky or whatever.
Did you ever whiff your searches this weekend?
Oh, all the time. I whiff so often. I think we I don't know the exact map, but it feels like it's like 1 in every 5 searches. Just because like there's so many. Like this searches only Straw Hats. This sometimes like it only searches events and Luffy's, like, and then this only searches events. So like you whip kind of often, or not like often, but it just feels bad because what we've come to the conclusion is because you play so many searches, you're searching like so many times in a game. That's why you like think you whiff a lot, but mathematically it's probably like you should whiff 1 in every like 6 searches or something. I don't know the exact math. But it just feels bad because you're searching so often that you're gonna whiff, and then you're like, oh, I lost because I whiffed, but like mathematically you're supposed to. Yeah. And then the combo is like Jinbei Weevil kind of. Yeah. It's the most broken thing ever. You just so much pressure so fast. Like there's some games where I just go turn 4 or like 4 Dawn, 6 Dawn, 8 Dawn, and then my opponent's like, what the heck do I do? Like it's stupid. But yeah, this is like the main reason this combo is so broken. But the thing is, in the mirror, people say stuff like it's Luffy div, and it's really not. In the mirror, you only need to resolve maybe 1 or 2. Yeah. You don't need to resolve 3. Like most of the time, you're just trying to pressure them. So like when people say it's Luffy diff in the mirror, it's not true. It's just like how you play. Like you just go face. Yeah. And then the 4 rushers. I saw some people play like 4 Zoros for more consistency.
Yeah,
like
I saw that too.
It's a Straw Hat. But Kid Killer won me a lot of games this week, and I'm glad I played Kid Killer over the 4 Zoros. The rushers are good, like just generic. Like sometimes you don't have the Luffy on 4. You can play like Zoro swing 5, and then like 1 Dawn on a 1 cost swing 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, and then they're great in the end game because they're rushers and yeah.
Yep.
And then the events, the 4 color. Sometimes I don't even know the name. This is Observation, the Searcher. I play 4 of these. It's just the best. Like,
Yeah. Max out on the searchers.
Yeah, went 3 and 3. Again, this list is inspired by Dog Wisdom's list. It's just this is what he played. He had like really good explanations. Like he felt like, oh, like this is just like a good count, and I trust him. I didn't like play 100 games of this like he did. Like I'm pretty sure he played over 100 games, so I trust his count. So I just went 3-3. And then the best card, this card is freaking insane. Like this is like on par with Gum Gum Giant. Sometimes it's just so fucking good. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's self-explanatory. You just gotta understand when to save open a Dawn to save your bodies. You're always trying to like save your bodies with then the 1 Radical Beam. This card actually won me a decent amount of games. Like my round 3 opponent forgot about Radical Beam. He went for game instead of playing for another turn, and Radical Beam was my last life, and it ended up winning me the game, which is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
And then the last card, which is the reason that is like the worst part about this, is so it's 2 Mulgun and 1 King Kong gun. I thought I submitted my list, which was I cut this because I thought that I needed more help against green decks. Yeah. So I wanted the 3rd Mulgun. Yeah. Which I thought I submitted the list with 3 Mulguns. Yeah. So I played all of day 1, 10 rounds with 3 Mulgun and no King Kong gun. Yeah. And then I finished 8-2. I turned in my deck list to the judges Saturday morning. And 10 minutes later, they call me over and they're like, hey, you have a deck list error. And I'm like, wait, what? And they said, you're playing 3 Mulguns, but in your deck list, you play 2 Mulguns and 1 King Kong gun. And I'm like, what? And I was like, I guess I didn't submit the 3 Mulgun list. I forgot to I don't even know. Like, it just didn't change. Yeah. So I ended up getting they told me they're going to switch out the 3rd Mulgun for the King Kong gun in Top Cut. And I'm going to get a game 1 loss in Top 32. Yeah. And yeah, so that's what ended up happening.
And you still won that match. It was crazy.
Oh, I got pretty lucky against that guy. I'm not Eric from Arizona, I believe. I got really lucky against him. In our first game, or technically the second game, he had to go for lethal, and if my last life wasn't a 2K, which it ended up being this card, I think. Yeah. I was able to counter out of his lethal. If it wasn't a 2K, if it was anything else, I would have lost. Yeah, and then in game 3, I drew really well, and he drew pretty slow, and I just lethaled him. But yeah, I was pretty fortunate that the game loss didn't cost me Top Cut. But yeah, that's my list. If you want me to run through my whole tournament, I can tell you round by round what I played.
Yeah, sure.
Round 1, I played the mirror. I won the Dyro. I was able to go first, and when you go first, you're just able to apply pressure. So I won pretty easily.
So you like going first in the mirror? I hear people want to go second in the mirror.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure at first, but in Dog Wisdom's article, he says that in the mirror he likes to go first because he wants to be the one applying the aggression, the first attacks to life. And the more I played the mirror, the more I agreed with him. So I always try to take first. I was like, if playing second feels pretty bad because you feel like you want to clear their body, but if you're clearing their body, Rayleigh's such a strong deck when it comes to going building back up a board. Yeah. You feel like you're just playing from behind the whole game. Versus when you're playing first, you feel like you're playing from ahead the whole time, and your opponent's answering what you're doing. Yeah. So that's why I like first, and I'm pretty sure that's why he likes first. Okay. He probably can explain it way better than I can. But round 2, I played Bonnie. I was able to win the row again, and I got second. And I just drew the nuts against that guy. I went Luffy, and he couldn't handle that pressure. And then round 3, I played Bonnie again. He won the Dyro. I got pretty lucky in this one. I was going to lose, but my opponent misplayed, and that was the Radical Beam thing. Like, if he just played Kid, he would have won. Yeah. But instead, he thought that mathematically I was dead, so he went for game. But I guess he forgot about Radical Beam, and I was able to counter Exacxies
Yeah.
and won. So really lucky that he decided to not play Kid down.
Yeah.
Round 4, I played Goro. That was straightforward. Pretty easy win. Round 5, I played the Mirror again, won the Dairo again, got first, and won again pretty easily. Round 6, I played my good friend Brian. He was playing up. I thought he had me. He had the God Threat into the 8-cost Luffy, and I thought I was cooked, but there was a turn he whiffed Leader Effect, and he really needed that
damn.
Leader Effect because he needed a card to pitch off a Giant, and because he didn't, he went to 0 life, and I was able to lethal him the turn, like, back-to-back turns. So I got pretty lucky he whiffed the Leader Effect. That was, like, huge. Round 7, I played Bello. The Bello player told me this matchup is super unfavorable for him, and I didn't know how to play it because I haven't ever played into Bello. But yeah, playing out the matchup, it felt pretty favorable, so I ended up beating him. Round 8, I played my friend Arthur. I lost. He was playing Bonnie. He was my first loss. It came down to my last life needing to be a counter, and it was a buggy.
Yeah.
And I ended up losing. And then round 9, I played another Bonnie where I drew pretty well. I went Luffy, not the third one, but 2 was enough. And he wasn't able to like stabilize off of my pressure, so I was able to kill him.
Yeah.
And in round 10, I played against GP Luffy. I drew pretty poorly, and he played, I think the event's called Rashomon. He played 2 of them on me, and I was like, oh dang, and then I ended up losing. So I finished 8-2 and 20th in Swiss.
Yeah.
And then going into day 2, that whole situation with the Mulgun thing.
Yeah.
So they made me switch to the King Kong gun.
Yeah.
I played against Up. Played Eric. I was able to win that first game with that last life 2K, and then in the second game, I was able to lethal him for 18K.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was able to win there. And then top 16, I played Bonnie. Game 1, he rode me.
Yeah.
Game 2, I was able to beat him pretty easily. Game 3 was a pretty close game. And he ended up having a board of a blocker, and my lethal was 8-7 through his blocker, but he had a 7-card hand. So when I swung 8, he blocked because I had to swing with my character card first before I played the Kid Killer.
Yeah.
So the Kid Killer, I played Kid Killer, swing 7, and he had a 6 or 7 card hand, and I'm just ready for him to like counter out, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'm eliminated.
Yeah.
And he throws down 2 1Ks and says, "You got it," and he had like all bricks. I was like,
That's
oh my
crazy.
God. I actually popped off a little. I hope he didn't think it was disrespectful. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe the 7 went through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up beating him. And then I played Yamato in top 8, and Long told me that matchup is super favorable for me. And yeah, I was able to 2-0 him. Pretty fortunate with the matchup. I just felt like I was really lucky the whole tournament. I just got like even though the Bonnie matchups weren't good, like a good matchup, my Bonnie opponents weren't able to like stabilize, and then I hit Bello, I hit Yamato in top 8, like just really favorable matchups, and yeah. And then in top 4, I lost to Richard Yam. We had a really close game 1 where my last life had to be a counter, and it ended up being a boa, so I lost to him. And then in game 2, he just rode me, so he 2-0'd me, and then I played Austin Yost. Austin Yost, yeah, in the 3rd place match.
The UP one, yeah.
And he 2-0'd me. His deck was so tanky, I couldn't kill him, and he just kept countering out. My lethal was like 18, 15, 2 turns in a row, and he just countered out, and I was like, oh yeah. I didn't have the bodies to chip away at his hand, so I was just forced to like hope he didn't have the counters.
Yeah.
So I ended up losing. It felt really bad at the time because losing 2 of like huge matches, but overall the tournament
was a great run.
Yeah. So that was my tournament run, top 4th place at nationals.
So do you have any advice with Rayleigh? Because I know like you played a store regionals with like a couple of games of experiences and went X1 and almost got your Vegas invite, and then now you did so well with Rayleigh. So any advice?
Oh, dang. I'm pretty just lucky I have like such good teammates to play with. I don't know what kind of advice. I always just say like I'm carried by like my random fundamentals because I don't play test as much as my friends.
Yeah.
And I think I just have like a little better understanding of like what is my win con and stuff. So you kind of just recognize like stuff. Like there's times where you're like in a pickle and you have to just recognize even if it's like a low chance of winning through this route, is that my only way of winning? Kind of like when I played against the Bonnie player, he had 1 life. I had 2 unblockables in my hand, and I was just like, my only way is maybe go double unblockable 2 turns in a row and just hope he doesn't have Kid or Dofi. If he has it, I lose, but that's my only way of winning.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, instead of like playing for like a wider board. I don't have too much advice. I'm a pretty bad teacher. So I just say, for me, don't be like me. Just play more games and get more reps. You'll probably be a lot better. Don't like try to wing everything.
Okay. And any shoutouts you have?
Yeah, I think for anyone watching for just the deck profile, you could probably turn it off. This part's probably gonna be really long. I just want to like shout out everyone, because this tournament run was crazy. I didn't expect to like almost make it to Worlds representing NA. I was just like, it's so crazy. But yeah, I want to start off with just shouting out my sponsors, Wildcard Cyclone. Yeah, they're my local card shop. They sponsor me. I would really like to give a big shout outs to them. But also just to like all the locals in our area, like Project, CCG, Top Choice Gaming, DXN, PR, yeah, Perfect Rare, all those shops. Every one of these shops are great. Like great community. SoCal is so great. I love SoCal. But yeah, I want to like give a shout out. Like the first people I want to shout out is Arthur and Nikki, for also topping this event. Congratulations to them too for having such a good run. Arthur 10-0ing, and Nikki almost like doing Nikki things, winning, topping a bunch of serials. But yeah, shout outs to them first, and then the next people I want to shout out is my cousin John Vermette, Brian Huynh, Digital Ace, Adam, Dylan, for just grinding so many games with me the night before the tournament. They knew I wasn't up to like snuff or like up to date, and they just played a bunch of games with me, and each of them taught me what to do against their specific deck, which was like Bonnie, Up, Goro, Rayleigh, Mirror, and stuff like that. And the next people I want to thank is the Crossing guys, or like the West LA guys, like JCM, Zell, Ducky, Jansuko. I guess Arthur's part of their group too, but like all those guys, they were very nice. They kept coming up to me and asking me like how I was doing, cheering me on, rooting for me. It's really nice. And then even when I lost, a lot of them were like, "Hey, it was a great run." It's hard to like feel that way now, but it's a great run. So I thank all of them. Then thank the PR guys, Justin, Sam, Phil, my boy JP, all those guys too. They were great. They pretty much did the same thing. They were like encouraging me the whole time. They were hyping me up. And then obviously all our guys from our local area, like you, Raymond, Kai, Chow, Alvin.
Did it for the people that couldn't be here.
Yeah, all the guys that like the guys I just named couldn't be here. And then there's like Kyle. I hope I don't miss anyone. The Whitebeard Pirates.
Shout out Jahal, you probably picked you up at the airport.
Jahal too. Riza. All those guys, they were also cheering me on. They were like constantly like checking up on me, making sure my mental is strong. They're like, when I lost in the Swiss rounds, like it's okay. And then when I had the whole decklist era thing, they're like, it's okay. Like don't let it like affect you. Just play your game, be you, and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you to all the SoCal people. Everyone was like rooting for me. I felt like I was playing for SoCal. I didn't even care that I was winning. I wanted to make it to Worlds for SoCal. Like everyone was rooting for me. It really felt like everyone was like so supportive. Man, I really wish I could do it, but Richard Yam was a beast, and he's a great representative. So yeah, kudos to him. But yeah, I just want one more final shout out, which is to my sponsor, my other sponsor, Dilhu TCG, which is my friend Dylan. He's been supporting me this whole time, like giving me this deck, supporting me. He was like the most encouraging one, even though sometimes he doesn't show it. He just helped me through all this, and he's always told me that I'm the GOAT, even though I don't think so. I feel like sometimes he believes in me more than I believe in myself. So yeah, it might be a little cheesy, this part, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was an overwhelm of support and emotion this whole weekend, and I just wanted to tell everyone, like, yeah, it just how much it meant to me.
We'll be back in Vegas.
Yeah, and hopefully I can be
done.
back in Vegas, you know. But yeah, this is my Rayleigh deck profile, and yeah, just crazy weekend, crazy run. Yeah, just so close, but you know, it's good. I feel like I forgot to say Adam's name, so I'm gonna say Adam's name just in case.
Yeah.
But Adam also one of my boys, and I'm his biggest fan. You already know, if you know, have my Twitter. I'm Adam Cisneros' biggest fan too. So yeah, shout out to that guy, man.
All right. Thank you for the deck profile. We saw you a second time again. Hopefully we see you some more times on our channel.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Also, a couple more shout outs that Jackie missed.
Yeah, my bad. I feel so bad, but also, you know, the boys, Jerry, Brian, that their whole group, like, they actually helped me a lot too. And if I needed advice for any matchup, they always had me. So shout outs to those guys too. I'm so sorry I forgot you guys. I'm sorry.
All right.